Welcome back to Tampa Bay's Morning Blend. Well, each and every Tuesday, we like to bring you a new segment called What's It Worth? And of course, we had to call on our dear friend from Old Northeast Jewelers, Jeffrey Hess, to do just that.
Hi, thanks for having me. Today we're going to talk about jade and jadeite. Jade and jadeite are two very, very collectible items and also very misunderstood, just like last week's show that we had on opal. Here are several different versions of jade and jadeite. We're going to start with this. This is called nephrite jade, and it's very unusual. It's not a very pretty color. It's kind of brown, but it's very unusual. It was at one time a pendant of some kind and then repurposed in the 1920s to 1930s. Very crude and very old. Because of its age, it probably has a value of $500 to $1,000 because it's gold and it's also signed. But just that piece of jade by itself in that color typically is not very desirable. Next, I'm going to show you a little jade, little nephrite elephant. A lot of this stuff around, most of the stuff that you see that looks like this is not jade at all. It's some other material that can be called jade, I suppose, but is not really what we call jade or jadeite or nephrite. And this is a tourist item worth very, very little. Now here's a piece of beautiful jadeite. Nice large piece, weighs over 22 carats. It's kind of a mottled color from a light green to a dark green, and it's really the size that makes it valuable. This color is not particularly desirable, but it'll still bring, we would probably pay $1,000 to $1,500 for such a thing in today's marketplace. Now, this is a piece of lavender jade, and lavender jade is very, very popular. This has provenance. It's from an early collection, and it was bought, we have the original receipt as a matter of fact, that it was bought in China in 1927. Now, most of the sculptures, again, that you see will be not jade or jadeite. Usually there's some other material. But this one is in fact jadeite, and it's called lavender jade, but it really goes from white to mutton fat to lavender to a little bit of green. We have an auction estimate of $2,000 to $3,000 for this, and we're selling it for a customer. Lastly, we have this wonderful museum piece. This is fine jadeite jade. Again, not the greatest color in the world, but very large cabochon that was made for one of the finest Art Deco makers in the world, La Cloche. And La Cloche made some of the best Art Deco stuff ever, and some of their things are in museums and worth $100,000 to $500,000. This wonderful watch was made by Vacheron and Constantin. I should say it has a Vacheron and Constantin movement, and it has kind of Asian-looking numbers, diamonds on the side, and then this beautiful piece of jadeite. We paid $10,000 for this. If you have any jade or jadeite and you'd like to sell it and you want to know what it's worth, give us a call. We have graduate gemologists on staff, and we have our old-fashioned store in St. Pete on 4th Street and a nice little store at International Plaza. We write the Sunday column in the newspaper called What's It Worth by Jeff and Katrina Hess. Thank you.